All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. What is it? Week 15 is coming up. We're coming towards the end of the season. It's the home stretch. The playoffs are on the horizon. And I am here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the multi-time flag football champion, my guy, Daniel. What's going on?
Oh man, look, just another. It's hard, but we here still talking football when you know, but
Tiny,
it
tiny
it's
violins
just
for the Chiefs fans, real quick,
it,
man. Tiny
but you
violins,
know
because
what?
fuck.
Yeah, but it's still fun. It's still football. It's still playoffs. It's new teams. You get to see some new stuff. This might be a Trent Differ and Ravens 2000
Yeah.
year where
I was
bad
going to
defense
say,
wins
is
stuff.
it as fun, though?
I mean, yeah.
We can start here. That's kind of a topic I wanted to
I
bring
mean,
up a little bit, but like, is it as fun? There's gonna be no Lamar. There's gonna be no Burrow. There's gonna be no Mahomes most likely. And
this
then,
is this is the time where younger guys get to show who they are.
but is that
I
as
mean, I,
entertaining?
it might not be eye test wise, but you really get to see like who got the grit. So,
Yeah,
and then you still get to see some. I mean, believe it or not, I still like good defense. Like
yeah.
I've always been a defensive minded defensive player growing up, even through like all my careers in every sport. Like baseball, I love defense more than offense. Not saying I couldn't hit,
Yeah.
but I just love defense because I grew up thinking like defense is defense always creates better offense. Like so I've always been that mindset, and I just like to see when defense is doing this job. Like these last couple of Super Bowls, as much as the Super Bowls that we won and we had good offenses, I like that these last three Super Bowls we've been to, it was even though Mahomes did Mahomes stuff, it was still a defensive front
It was led
like
with
that was
defense.
holding us
Yeah,
down. Yeah, so I kind of like that we playing in this year, I ain't gonna say this era. This is just that year where defenses. But you look at all the top defenses that the teams that are the top defenses, and they all went in this off season. Like
yeah.
I was just telling this Denver fan the other day at my job. He came in talking shit on our Chiefs suck, and I was just like, "Hey man, like I said y'all was gonna be good this year, so don't. I'm on your side to be saying y'all was good, y'all good, but y'all got 1 or 2 years because a lot of these people on y'all defenses are rentals.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't understand. Like a lot of these good defenses are rental defenses. Like they doing what they supposed to do. That's why it's always these 1 2 years where top defense is doing what they need to do, and then we got a 5 year stretch of offense is just going crazy because just like these defensive years are always rental years. Like Denver's good defense this year was supposed to be that good.
Yeah.
They went and got San Francisco 49ers defense. Duh, they was gonna
Yeah.
be one of they 6 of their 11 players
It's
came from the
yeah.
49ers.
Yeah. Boy.
Like we knew they was gonna be good. Like so it's just like we called it on this podcast alone. It's just like, dude, like y'all just got the 49ers defense of the year before. Like, duh, y'all gonna be good. So but they're rentals. Like it's just like that's not gonna be the same defense throughout the Broncos and Drake May, Bo
Bo
Nix's
Nick.
career.
Yeah.
So is Bo Nix that good to where he can fluctuate his defense not being good, like Mahomes has been with a bad defense? And Drake May, can he do that? So it's interesting to say the least. But I don't know. You seem like you don't like it.
I'm okay. So I think if we just so my first thought was narratively there is none. There's none. So if you're somebody that's like
I mean,
if you're a
the
casual
the
fan right now,
narrative.
it's tough.
Well, the narrative for this season is it feels like a early 2000s season
Yeah, I
because
think
now we
that's
got Philip Rivers in the mix. So
true.
now there's the narrative. You got Philip Rivers,
But is
Aaron
he in the mix
Rodgers.
though? Like
I
we'll
mean,
get to
his
that in a
name
minute.
have
We'll get to that in a minute.
is in. I'm just saying, as in the mix that he's actually on a roster now. So that's
Yeah,
in the mix. So it's just like you got Philip
true.
Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, the 1 seed. Denver and the Patriots and uh, with the Packers. Like so it's just it feels early, early
Is that a
2000s. The
good
Chiefs.
thing though?
Not I mean not for the
For a,
Chiefs,
but I mean, I'm just saying,
but
I'm more
no,
so
but
thinking
I'm
a
not.
casual fan also. Like, I don't think that's a good thing.
No, I'm not saying it feels like that, but the games aren't played like that because in the early 2000s we knew
Well, yeah.
who was the number one team in the NFC AFC East. It was the Patriots. There wasn't losing to none of those games. Like a Bills Patriot games in the early 2000s, we already knew who was gonna win
Yeah.
that. But as for like teams that seems like they're gonna do something in the playoffs, it seems early 2000 ish, or were they at in the playoffs race right now? So, but I feel like it's like in any given Sunday. Like when they say that phrase, that's exactly what this year is. Any given Sunday year,
Yeah, but I
because
won't. Is that I still I'm like, is that better though for
I mean,
entertainment
not for the
purposes, for
for a
football
casual,
purposes?
yeah. For
Sure.
the casuals, it's just like, oh yeah, but it's just like for us football fans, no, like that us real. I mean,
I think it's better if you're very into football, but I think
yeah, I
like,
mean, I get what you're saying for narrative because like
yeah, there's
without
none.
Patrick Mahomes, without, I mean, what's the narrative going into the playoffs? Like, what story are they going to hit on the most
Can
going into the playoffs?
Can
If
Drake May
if
get it? It's gonna be Josh Allen. I mean, to answer the question, that's the real answer. Can
I mean,
Josh
if he's the
Allen
only
do
one out
it?
of the big four that's there, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, is it really Josh Allen's year? And
Can
that's
he
gonna be the
do it,
take on it.
or is somebody else gonna step up and make
Is
it
it
happen?
Josh Allen's Super Bowl to lose? That's the question.
But I mean, the
That's the
reality
big
is
question.
the other
Yes.
side
No, but the
is
reality is
scarier.
yes.
The NFC is scarier. If you look, if
Oh
Green Bay,
yeah. Oh
Rams,
yeah.
Eagles is already like,
Seahawks.
nah.
I don't know, man. That
But
defense.
bro,
I'm a real big. They could be the Ravens in 2000 where they got a good defense and they just got Trent Dilfer, Sam Donald. Come on now, like
I
who
don't know, man.
exactly?
That's a
Like
tough question.
exactly. Which one would you? So
But
it's just like they
Sam
could be
Darnold is
that.
more recently totally choked after going 14-4 or whatever the
Right,
fuck they
because we
did.
old enough to watch him choke. Like we wasn't old enough to realize that Trent Dilfer was a
Was
choke
bad,
artist.
yeah.
Like it was just like
But we
bad. We just knew
actively
he won a
watched
Super
Sam
Bowl.
Darnold do it last year when people thought they had a chance.
But I
Everybody thought they had a
guarantee you, if
chance.
you ask somebody who's 15 years older than us, like, does that feel like a Trent Dilfer type team? They gonna be like, yeah, probably.
But it's like you just have Hurts, Stafford, Josh Allen, quarterback wise. Then if you peel the quarterback idea off, then you have
But
like,
golf might not even make it.
yeah, Goff might not make it. Dallas is probably not going to
It's just
make
like
it.
you got Caleb Love and Jordan Love.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Caleb and Jordan in there.
Like Jordan
Like,
Love is slowly building himself up. Like this would be 2 years. Is it 3 years in a row in the
he
playoffs?
no, but Jordan Love really gotta. If he makes it to the playoffs, he can't nut up. Like he
Well, they're
can't do it
gonna
again.
make it, but it's like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
can you
like
go on
okay,
a run
so
again? Can you go to the NFC Championship
especially with
again?
that defense though.
If they do it again, now he's got to start being
The,
in that
the
mix.
NFC is way more interesting. I
Oh,
do like
hands down.
I like watching Green Bay play.
Yeah.
I like watching the Rams play.
Yep.
I like watching Seahawks play.
That's
Regardless
where
of what
we
you think
differ.
about
Yeah.
it. I like watching. So, I mean, I even like watching the Panthers play. To be
Yeah.
perfectly honest, like they're not a bad
True.
watch no more. Like that defense is decent.
Yeah.
To
It
be
just
perfectly honest, like
it's. I only go back because we
that's
basically.
your. Hold on, man. That was your pick at the beginning of the year when we did bold predictions, the Panthers. So you
Yeah,
can't
I know.
double down.
No, but no. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
And
saying.
I can't be more high on the Panthers.
No.
now.
Not that my face and my reaction wasn't for the Panthers. It was just for going back to where we starting of like, is this better or worse for the NFL that like somebody for the AFC right now, most likely somebody new is gonna make a run. Then for the NFC, you got Eagles, Rams, and then everybody. I mean, 49ers, I guess, is in there too. Like,
I mean, with the I don't. Do you trust the Eagles? I don't trust the Eagles.
no, but I just mean for even the Eagles from an entertainment standpoint. But then, okay, that's my point was. So let's say the Rams make it to the Super Bowl, right? Who's the matchup that you want to watch the Rams play in a Super Bowl from if the AFC playoffs the way they are right now? Broncos, Pats, Jags, Chargers, Bills, Texans.
Bills. I would want to watch the Bills play anybody over there.
But that's crazy
that's
though,
my
right?
only pick. Like I just want to see because I like Josh Allen. Like
Yeah.
I've always said, if Patrick Mahomes wasn't in the NFL or Chief, I'll probably like Josh Allen. Like Josh Allen probably my favorite quarterback. So I'm a Josh Allen guy.
I think it's bad. I think it would be
I just want to see the Bills.
It would be bad for the league if the Super Bowl is Jags Seahawks.
Yeah, well,
that is the worst.
Yeah.
Like a game like that is the worst case scenario. Bears Texans. Okay, that is an awful.
So that whole 2 weeks going into that, you know how they do like stories and stuff like that, and then it's like building it up. What's the story?
There is none. That's my point. There is right now the way everything is. There is zero narrative or anything to be built up.
Because to be honest, there's not even like a legacy story with either somebody. It's just like whose legacy? It's just like
Stafford. The Eagles. The Eagles will be
Seahawks, Jags. It's not a legacy story. It's like it's not messing. Whose legacy is that helping or building? With
but that's my point. Is if you look around at all the matchups that are possible right now, there's only a handful.
I think one more Super Bowl appearance. I think NFC Championship or Super Bowl appearance might boost Stafford into a sure, like bona fide Hall of Famer. Because I think he's on the border. A lot of people.
He's there to me now. I don't understand that.
I think it should be, but a lot of people still is just questioning it for some weird reason.
Yeah.
But if he makes the run that he needs to in the playoffs, I think at least the NFC Championship.
What are we even saying? If Eli Manning is debatable, then Matthew Stafford is a first ballot. Like that's so crazy.
Got 2 Super Bowls. So that's
but he doesn't even have remotely close enough stats or accolades.
Well, you know, they boosted up because his 2 Super Bowls were against Tom Brady. You know, when I don't think rings hold weight, but for Eli Manning, he's the only person that rings hold weight for.
True.
So just like Jalen Hurts, his ring might hold a weight.
But
at the end of his day,
but that was the other one I wanted to say too. If the Eagles go, that's 3. You went to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. So now you can add to that. If they get 2 and 4, that adds. Rams, the Packers would be like, is this the start of something? Then you go to the AFC and it's like,
but now you got to start thinking about like,
do we think the top 4 teams in the AFC are actually good teams right now? Broncos, Patriots, Jags, Chargers. There's no indication to me that the Jaguars have a negative point differential, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
or who is it? Oh, that was Pittsburgh. That's Pittsburgh. My bad.
Yeah, well, that's it. No, I would say Jacksonville got a decent defense.
Yeah, it was Pittsburgh that's ranked 4th. That's why I had my ranking thing was like, I don't know how I have the standings set up right now, but Pittsburgh is the one. They're the 4th seed, and they have a negative point differential.
Okay, so let me do it like this. As for I technically am not mad about it. Like, I want to see how it will play out. Like, it's going to be interesting how it plays out. As for like for something to talk about, like it's like there's really this like it's going to be a lot of. I would like to see him win one. I would like to see him win one. I would like to see him win one. It's just like because they all are trying to win one.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't. Other than like Stafford, like you said, or Jalen Hurts, if he is gonna get in there. So, but other than that, it's like who else? Everybody needs to win one.
Yeah. Well, everybody needs to. Every team right now, basically, if they win one, That's the story, is that they won the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be their story. So this year is more of a setup for next year.
For something
Like
going
going
forward.
into next year, it's just like can can they? Is this a start of a dynasty
Yeah.
or Especially if the Patriots win,
Or the
that's
Broncos.
gonna
I
be
think
the
if the
full story.
Broncos won too, that would be the story.
I don't think that because people's not realizing that defense. I don't think people realize
Or
that defense is
having to
not going to
pay
be
Bo
that deep.
Nix in 3
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
That's gonna be rough.
yeah.
But this is the same thing we just went through it.
Somebody told me that Patrick Mahomes deal, he should have took a more friendly deal like Tom Brady, and I was just like,
No, he did.
bro, he did. He can change it. He can literally pull money out of his deal whenever he wants, and he's only
Yeah.
making $45 million a year or some shit like
And
that.
they'll
Like,
keep peeling him off money so that the salary cap goes down. Like it's
yeah, I was like,
yeah.
dude, he took the most friendliest deal. I was like, bro,
Salary cap
that's what's
these
getting me
days
butt.
doesn't matter as much as it did back before motherfuckers realized
Yeah,
that we
but
could
we
just
can't.
turn it into a signing bonus. Once people realized that,
Right.
the salary cap kind of stopped mattering as
And we
much.
just give
If
you
you
the
could,
money right there.
yeah, if you have a rich owner, then salary cap kind of doesn't matter anymore.
No,
Like I can just pay
that's
you.
why they do all the guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's all this is about this much guaranteed. So it's just like
Yep.
so this, but yeah. So I mean, yeah, it might be a setup for next year. I don't
But
know.
that to me is just that's not great to look at this and be like, all right, well, like somebody's gonna be at the start of their story when we're in the prime of all these like
Yeah.
this
I
great
mean,
era
but
of quarterbacks. Like,
after
and this is what we're doing. We're gonna watch
yeah, I mean,
Trevor Lawrence and
After Tom Brady won his first three or something, the Patriots did they dynasty for 7 years. Who won that next one? Everybody thought that, and then even though they didn't win one, they still went back to one. Like
you mean after the first run?
after the first run,
When do you consider the first run ending? When they
his first 7 years, like Pat
so
Mahomes when they went
so
to
when
three
they
Super Bowls and
so
stuff.
but first 7 years is
Oh 08, after 08. I mean,
so
after
after
07,
Randy
so
Moss.
08. Yeah, so 08.
It was a weird ass Pittsburgh
Correct.
Pittsburgh Cardinals Super
That
Bowl.
was that is no.
Actually,
I thought that was
I'm looking
10.
right now. Yeah,
Nah,
no,
9 or 10.
2009 Pittsburgh, Arizona.
Right,
That's the crazy James Harrison fumble return to the
right.
1 yard
For 100
line.
yards or something, or yeah, that one.
Then
But
it's Saints Colts, Packers
see,
Steelers, Giants Patriots again in 2011. Well, 12 technically.
and then they lost.
And they lost again. Yeah, so it was like
Yeah.
so nobody stepped
So
in.
nobody,
It
nobody
just
said,
it's just
yeah.
been a
And then the
rotating
Patriots
cast.
stepped back.
And then the Patriots came back
stepped
again,
back in.
and then they came back again, and then they came back again. They went
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
they went to
So three out of
uh
the next,
yeah,
6 or something like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, because they went back in 19.
Oh
Remember?
yeah.
So they went to the next 4 out of
They
out of
lost to the
6
Rams like 13-6 or something like that.
with old man Peyton Manning and Cam Newton in the middle of that. So Peyton squeezed back in there one time.
Yeah.
So right now you could be looking at a
You could be looking at the same drought the Patriots went as for the Chiefs.
because they only went 2 years without making it to the Super Bowl. From
Right. 08, 09.
06, 07. They go 05, which is technically like the 2004 season because this is February 05, so it's the 04, 05.
Right.
So 04, 05, 05, 06, they miss. 06, 07, that's Peyton Manning when he beat the Bears.
Right.
Then he's back with Randy Moss, and then Pittsburgh goes
that was
back.
our freshman year. Yeah.
So if we looking at it like this, then like it would be like fucking Joe Burrow or somebody who's already been. Like I guess the Eagles. It'd be like the Eagles because the Eagles would be the Steelers.
Well, it wouldn't be, or the Rams.
Nah, because the Rams only went the one time. They never made it back.
Wait, I mean, I ain't talking about like the exact storyline, but I'm just
Well, no.
saying,
I'm
like,
saying if you think about it this way, the Steelers in the middle of the dynasty went to the Super Bowl twice, and they didn't make it. That's what I mean. 06 or 05 and 2008. The
Right.
Steelers went and won those Super Bowls with Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben.
But the funny thing about that, looking back, is it
But
didn't
Ben
mean
won
shit.
his rookie year, didn't he?
That too, yeah.
No, or he won his sophomore year. He went his rookie year and he won his second year. Something like that.
No, they won his second year, yeah.
Yeah. So it might be a second year quarterback that win this year.
So Bo Nix. Or no, wait.
Drake May.
Caleb
Williams.
If you trying to really paint, that's why that would be so silly though. Like, I think if you want if you want to make the
Panther story, we said it here, man. We just broke it down right here.
Yeah. If you want to make I think the most compelling game possible is either Rams Bills or Eagles Bills.
I want to see the Eagles play the Bills.
Because now we're talking about legacy. We're talking about the quarterback we know is the better quarterback versus the guy in the team that keeps dragging themselves to the Super Bowl no matter how much they hate each other, no matter what the fuck is going on. They just keep doing this shit.
Somehow make it to the Super Bowl, it's just like, all right, man, like,
y'all
can do whatever y'all want next year. Like,
well, people start looking at them like the Chiefs and just being like, get the fuck out of here. Like, we don't want to see this. But it's like the opposite because it's not even fun to watch. That's the worst part about the Eagles shit. It's like, it's not, we don't even have Mahomes doing crazy shit. Like, it's not even fun. But yeah, I think the best actual football game probably ends up being something more like Broncos, Packers, or Broncos, Rams.
They play this week.
That's true.
So we'll see how that goes.
But that's why it's like Broncos, Rams, like the defense versus the offense. Like, maybe that is probably the best game. And you know what that reminds me of too?
I don't know, man. I kind of like,
if we dipping back into the book of like old school shit, in between the Patriots' first two Super Bowls was who? Tampa, Oakland, the MVP versus the best defense in the league, 2002. With damn, who was he the?
I don't know. You know, something in me feel like
Rich Gannon.
I just want to see. Something in me just want to see. I just feel like if Jackson Smith and Jig will go to the Super Bowl, he's gonna break the record. I feel like he's gonna
Sam
have
Darnold.
22 targets. He's gonna have 22 targets, 16 catches, and like 300 yards in the Super Bowl, and with two things just.
But you trust Sam Darnold like against any of these teams that are?
No. I mean, no. I'm just saying, like, I like the defense. I like Jackson Smith and Jigba, but do I think they're gonna make it? I don't.
Because right now they would play.
They're a good candidate.
They'd play the Bucks right now.
Oh, they smacked the Bucks in the first round.
And so then
that defense. Oh my, the offense. The Bucks. The Seahawks is gonna drop 40 on them, and I literally would drop. They gonna drop 40. It's gonna be like a 40-20 game.
So then that's good. But then like you could be matched up against, I guess 1 through 3. You could be matched up against Rams, Packers, Eagles, and I guess Rams. Well,
they beat the Eagles easily. If they get matched up against the Eagles, you can catch them in the NFC Championship.
5-3.
They will beat the Eagles.
So that's possible.
And that's gonna get people in talk. That the next week won't be about the Seahawks in the NFC Championship. It's gonna be about how AJ Brown is cutting up, and
for them to play the Eagles, that means the Niners or the Bears got to win. But they can't. So it would like right now it would just be the Bears would have to beat the Packers for the Seahawks to play the Eagles, and the Eagles have to beat the Niners.
That's if right now. We still
well,
get the shit
I think the reality though, this to wheel bring ourselves back in and like get start going through next week's games, and then we can keep talking about how these playoffs play out. I think everything is pretty much locked in. I'm pretty like for both sides, 1 through 7 is like 80% locked in. There's not going to be like for the AFC to change who is in and out. Somebody has to basically lose out. Like for the Chiefs to get in, let's use them as an example. The Chargers basically have to lose, which is not impossible when you look at the schedule. I was looking at this
Right.
earlier. They have to almost lose every game going out.
They got to go 1-4, including the loss to the Broncos.
They
Cause
can
yeah,
they can
we
if
got to
it's
beat
the
them,
Cowboys
and then
game.
they got
That's
to.
it. That's the only one. If they win any other combinations of against us, Texans, Broncos, the Chiefs can't get in. So it's really just they basically have to lose out essentially for us to get in, and we and the Chiefs have to win out, and some other funky shit got to happen with the Texans and the Colts
Yeah, that Texans loss was big.
because
Well,
the
I
Colts
mean,
got
all
to
of their
beat.
losses was big, but the Texans one was the biggest because we don't have the tiebreaker no more.
So now
And
you
then
need the
we dropped
Colts
the game.
to beat the
We
Texans
lost we
week
lost all the
18.
games we needed, and we won all the games that didn't matter. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
just like everybody be like, "This is a big game." It was like if that was like, is that an NFC team? I really don't care. It might hurt us in like we drop a game, but it don't hurt us if we need a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Like you always want to win AFC games more than NFC games.
Now another
Always.
one, the Steelers have to lose out of four, but one of them the Ravens have to beat them, and the Ravens basically got to win out for them to get in. Then they go to the 4 seed. So then even then everything's the same. It's just you switch Steelers Ravens. The Dolphins. No, the Dolphins is out. The Dolphins got to win. They have to win out, and I think.
Dolphins fucking around beat the Steelers this week.
But I think the Texans would have to. Somebody has to totally lose. Like two teams got to lose out for the Dolphins to get in, which is like impossible because one of them I can't remember who it was, but like somebody plays like the Raiders. It's like okay, y'all not gonna lose. But yeah, like everything's pretty much locked in. Like the Texans almost are like totally locked in. It's just whether are you gonna move up to the 6? Are you gonna switch
Yeah.
with the Jags? Because the Jags are 95% locked in to the playoffs or 98 or whatever the fuck it is. So like all that shit is pretty much stuck. The Cowboys can't get in because you need Panthers, Lions, Bears to lose pretty much every game because you have the tie. So you can only go 10-6-1 no matter what happens right now. So then that, like, you know what I mean? So you're stuck. You need the Bears. The Bears can still just win one more game and you're fucked. So the same for the Panthers. The Lions can only lose one more and they're out too. So basically
They
everything is
lose the
locked up.
Rams. They got the Rams too, and they losing this week.
Yeah, they're out. Right now they are out. But they can still lose one game and the Bears would have to win just the one game, and I'm pretty sure they play each other.
Mm.
Yeah, they play each other week 18, yeah. So everything's pretty much locked up. It's just how some crazier things have to happen for somebody to move in. So really we should just start getting ready for some of these matchups. But I don't know. A lot of this is going to really come down to that last week where it's all in division games and they really matter. Which
But
is so
it's just like
crazy.
you really can't even think about the matchup. I mean,
Yeah.
if the Patriots win this week, then I think they. So who's the
Bro,
one seed now?
I did a playoff I was doing a little playoff scenario thing on the playoff machine on ESPN. And I ended up with two different scenarios where the Broncos and the Patriots had to play their last game to determine who was the one seed. Yeah, like
Yeah. No, I think I was just thinking that the other day. I'm like, the last week of the last week of the season, they're still going to be playing their starters because the one seed is going to come down to the one seed.
who gets to buy. Yeah,
and so it's just like that's why if we went out and the Chargers lose out, they have to play the Broncos. They said if there is a scenario where the Broncos have to play all their starters to get the one seed
Yep.
against the Chargers, and if the Chargers lose and we win out, we get the playoff seed.
Yep. It's sick.
It's just like, wait, what?
it is nasty, bro. Like this shit is wild.
Yeah, it's like I think, but I was telling people all that when they came out with the schedule and they started moving and they put a lot of the division games at the end of the year, and I was like, that's gonna change a lot because because a lot of people you don't know because a lot of the big top breakers come from division games.
Yep. So it's gonna
So
be,
if you put it at the end of the season, it kills all that resting your players at the end of the year shit. I was like, that's
i.e.,
probably the smartest. That's probably the smartest thing the NFL did.
the Vikings, and he
Yeah,
choked. Sam Darnold totally choked.
yeah. Since they made that move, a lot of games came down to last year. It was one last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a couple last year.
There was a few, yeah.
Uh, or if you lose and they win, like the one that made the Chiefs the 1 seed when the Chargers and the Broncos tried to do some tie shit and they ended up the one somebody went for it, so the other coach went for it, and we ended up getting
Yep.
the 1 seed because of it. Some weird shit. It's just
Yep.
like
Yep.
what?
This shit is gonna be
So
crazy.
it's gonna be an interesting year, man. It's gonna be so the matchups this week.
It's this
It's,
is
it's
this
the
is like,
biggest one is so one we could jump to the biggest one and everybody know which one it is. It's definitely
Browns
Patriots
Bears.
Bills.
Oh,
No. Stop playing. Like no. That's the last. That's the last matchup people talk
or
about.
what's the one? Or tonight, like
I mean,
Falcons.
it's not supposed to be as big of a game as it. I mean, but it is. I
Oh
mean,
man.
that division once again, like the NFC South, is up for grabs.
Bro, if you really
still.
look at it, every game. Let's go through the games. Everything except Cleveland Bears kind of doesn't matter because even tonight, Falcons Bucks, that matters. Like that is a big game for Tampa Bay.
Because there's a scenario where Tampa Bay could lose and not make it, and somebody else wins that division.
The Panthers have the same record. They're both 7-6. You lose this game, and you're in a real bad scenario already.
Because the Panthers got the Saints.
Yeah, exactly.
This week,
So
the Panthers,
you automatically swap.
That's it. So,
but yeah, that's the thing. Is like
chasing.
Yeah. So hold on, let me.
And Atlanta ain't going out bad like that.
No, they probably
it's
will.
Gonna be I mean, they're not gonna try to go out bad. They probably will, but they ain't gonna try. They're gonna try hard.
Just take your top 5 pick and go home, man. Y'all fucked y'all whole season up.
I guess quarterback maybe. I don't know if they trust Michael Penix like that. I don't know.
I guess.
But,
what quarterback? Let's do that at the end. Let's
save that for that later. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that game is big.
That game matters. Browns Bears. That doesn't really matter. Ravens at
how about that? Let's go back. If the Bears lose, I just don't want y'all to make it to the playoffs. Okay, next game.
I feel like if the Bears lose, we're only going to talk about Shador. So that's a positive for the Bears in some way.
Or Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Oh my God, poor Caleb Williams. He's gonna. Would this be the record game? What is he at? 20? Is he at 20?
He's got 2 or something, 2.5. He's like 20.
He's at 20. He's got 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
So if he gets 2, he ties the record, or is it 23?
Yeah, I thought it was 22.5. That was the record.
It is 22.5. Oh, poor Caleb Williams. He finna be on his ass. That's fucked up. But yeah, that's lucky for them that if they do lose, it'll be more about the Browns, like Shador and Myles Garrett, than people being like, "Damn, how did the Bears lose?" So if you're gonna lose one game, just the one.
If it's no, because it's not, because you need to win still, because every loss hurts now. So it's not at the beginning of the year where it's just like they need to win because their division is so close.
Let's see.
But they do play somebody in their division 2 more times or something like that. Like, so I'm not.
I think they play the Vikings.
They got the Bears. I thought they got the Packers.
Lions.
So they got everybody.
Yes.
One more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, yeah.
I guess they can lose then, because
you can lose one.
Once they sweep out those 3, then they good.
Yeah, you can lose one.
But anyway, yeah.
Well, no, you can't. They're 1-3 in the division, so
they have to sweep. Yeah,
they have to beat the Lions. They can lose to the Packers; it's not going to matter. But they have to beat the Lions. But if the Lions is game 18, so the Lions could be totally out of it by then.
Yeah.
Because all the Lions got to do is lose one more, and they're kind of done.
This week.
Yeah.
They losing to the Rams this week.
And
So.
that's what I mean. Like, that's tough. You just kind of out. But Ravens at Bengals.
That I guess that's big for
The
the
Ravens
fan
to stay
bases.
alive. No, they're still in it. The Ravens are still in it for the
everybody in
playoffs.
that division is in it. I just
Yes.
don't want to talk about the AFC North no more. Like,
Is somebody
Lord,
gonna
like, we
go
know they
8-9?
suck.
Is that possible? Somebody goes 8-9 and gets into the playoffs as the
It's
4
happened
seed.
before. Tom Brady did it
Yeah,
with the
true.
Bucks.
7-9.
For the NFC South. They're the new NFC South team, like division for the AFC. It's like he did it literally in 2020.
Hold on. 2010, the Seahawks made the NFL playoffs with a 7-9 record. Because I remember that
When
shit.
the NFC West was trash.
They was all 7-9. They was all had a losing record. Like, that is crazy. And then probably got blasted. They won.
2010. No, I would say 2010.
Yeah, they won. They beat the Saints in the playoffs. That is crazy.
That's probably when that ain't that the start of the Legion of Boom.
No, not quite. It's like they'd be a year. They'd be like 2 years away.
Somebody on the Legion of Boom was on that team.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there was. It was like, yeah, I'm sure there was a couple, like one or two of them on there, but yeah. So this still matters. Like that's why I love like this upcoming like next few weeks, because every game is about to matter.
Yeah.
Like if
Every
the
game
Ravens beat the Bengals, that pushes them to the 4 seed, basically off the top. If the Bengals beat the Ravens, they put themselves back into the mix, because now the Ravens are 6-8.
No,
well, I don't know if he was saying that. I think he was saying, "Get me the fuck out of here. I'm done. I can't do this shit with the Bengals."
Yeah, that's a different story for a different time. Though.
Don't be surprised if he just asks for a trade. Just simple as that. Yeah. Or if he's that unhealthy, yeah.
But he got to wait out. He got to retire for how long his contract is before he can enter back, because they still got his rights until his contract is up.
That's why you trade me. Trade me. You can have 100 picks. Just trade me somewhere. Trade me somewhere that's like set up for something positive.
The Vikings or the Eagles.
Vikings, yeah. That would be Eagles is nasty.
Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow for
just
a couple
switch
picks,
them
with a couple picks. No, with a couple picks. You don't switch them.
The Bengals would be one of the worst teams in the league for a while. If you're now, we're just gonna count on fucking Jalen Hurts to throw for 300 yards like Joe Burrow every game.
He said scenario 3 firsts, 3 seconds for Joe Burrow. But if he do it to the Vikings, if it's 3 firsts, 3 seconds, but they can take off a couple picks if you add in JJ McCarthy.
Okay. No. Just no. I'm good.
I mean, two firsts in 3 seconds.
If I'm
3 firsts in a second and JJ McCarthy for Joe Burrow.
If I'm the Bengals, I'm probably gonna go out and trade him for somebody like Kyler Murray or something. Or like Dak. Yeah, that's what I mean. If I'm gonna get the picks, I'd rather have
picks and a player. So like 2 firsts and Kyler Murray.
Yeah, instead of
2
like
an X. 2 firsts, a second, and Kyler Murray.
Yeah, that way I can because that would be the smartest way to do that. Is
but he's not going to Carolina though. He can veto that trade.
But that's Arizona.
I mean, I'm not fault. Not Carolina, Arizona. He don't want. Why would I want to go to Arizona?
To get the fuck out of Cincinnati.
Nah, he still want to go somewhere else.
Where you gonna go? This is let's do this now because this relates to the draft also. Like, let's do this talk right now. Who actually needs a quarterback? What teams? Because I was looking at this, somebody was like, "Oh, there's 12 teams in the top 15 that need a quarterback." Who?
They get a coach. We don't know if the Seahawks still want Darnold, Vikings, Colts. We don't know Arizona's feeling like with Murray, he's not going to be there, so somebody's going to be in Arizona. We don't
But
know
where is
who.
he
We don't
gonna
know
go?
who.
So nobody
I
see
don't know. That's
that's
a
the
good
thing too. Is
question.
like if Kyler, if
Somebody's going to get him.
yeah, so like
The
how
Colts
many?
probably.
Then the Colts don't need a quarterback then, and that's what I mean. We're
They
like,
don't need their quarterback, but Arizona's still going to need one. So it's still one team get their solution, the other one still needs one.
but that just means that there's still the same amount of teams that need a quarterback. How many is that?
Wait, I know,
Five,
I get the
four.
logic, but I get the logic. But I'm saying
But really, I mean, think of the number. Who?
somebody's gonna drop somebody for Joe Burrow if he's draft. I mean, if he's trade
Yeah,
eligible, you think they're gonna be like one of the, even if there was only three teams that needed a quarterback, and Joe Burrow said, "I want to be traded." Those three teams are going to be in. All of them is going to just go crazy
yeah.
on Joe Burrow.
But that's my. But I'm taking it away from there a little bit from the Joe Burrow and just going to. We had this conversation for 2 years. Now we're here to where. Who is gonna somebody got to give up on somebody. Multiple teams, or we're like, what are we doing here? Because is it okay? Let's say, would you say the Titans need another quarterback already? No, right? You got to see what Cam Ward is gonna willing to do, right?
I mean, yeah, Titans they not going.
So
I
then
mean, but
it's like Jets.
well, I mean, Cleveland's probably going to end up drafting somebody.
That would be stupid if Shador keep putting up 300. Just keep. Why would you
Come
do
on,
that?
look what we talking about.
But okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this, right? The Jets are the most obvious. They
Right,
absolutely need a quarterback. Raiders, absolutely. Geno,
Yeah.
this ain't it.
Right.
Now,
But you got to take out if they all have top 10 picks, then they're probably drafting the quarterback
but
rather than giving up 7 first or whatever the hell.
but now we're tiptoeing already into like Titans. I can't say yes.
No.
Browns, I can't say yes. Saints.
No.
So that's 3 Saints, obviously. But they
Saints
took a
probably
second round on Tyler Shuck. He was a second round
Do
pick.
they go another year with Tyler Shuck?
So maybe you kick the tires. Most likely you kick the tires again. Commanders, no.
No.
So really we're at like 2.5. Cardinals,
They trade theirs and they're going to need one.
that's one of those like, what do you do with Kyler Murray? Is it time to move
Draft,
on?
yeah. They're going to move on. I would say yes.
So that's another half. So let's say
They
it's
already just sat him for the rest of the year.
true. Vikings, what do you do? Do they consider themselves as having a quarterback figured out already or not?
I think they got one more year and then they're going to figure it out.
I think you're underestimating how long these people will hold on to the fact that they pick somebody in top 10. He might have 4 years left. Because we thought the same thing about Tua, and Tua got a new contract, and there's no inkling of them doing anything with him.
Oh, and that's another team that might be
Dolphin, but
but
are they?
They're trade.
But
maybe.
who's gonna trade for Tua? That's what I keep thinking.
You thinking too logical with this shit. That's what it is.
But
get what you're saying.
But
these
everybody
niggas is
keeps
not
saying that.
shit.
But people keep saying this. They keep
We
saying
also thought he wasn't gonna get a contract.
true, but he did, and now he has a $60 million contract. Who is gonna trade for that? You can't. The only person that was in that same scenario that we talked about that makes sense and people would trade for is Trevor Lawrence now. That has a brand new, or Joe Burrow. Brand new contract, and a team will trade their future for him. Carolina, are they? Are they?
Do they trust?
Bryce Young's playing pretty good this year. He's not bad.
Trust for another year, like
Tampa makes sense as a late round. We're drafting a guy in the second round or the end of we trade out of our top 20 pick.
Burrow. Baker's in his second of his 3-year deal, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Steelers is a quarterback. I mean, obviously,
it's an end of the year type. But they not. Joe Burrow's not going nowhere in the division.
But yeah, good point. I'm still thinking about draft
So,
too. Like, not even just trading, just who even really needs a quarter. These teams don't need a
oh well, the
quarterback.
Steelers probably end up drafting
But
somebody.
even with trading Joe Burrow, it's like none of these people need a quarterback. He's never going to the Steelers, so that's fucked. Like, he's gonna have to get some weird shit with his contract where they just break the contract for that to happen. But like, so
No,
where are
he's
you
not going.
going? You going to Seattle because the Seahawks give up on Sam Darnold? Are they going to give up on Sam Darnold if they have a good playoff run? Would they say, "Hey, let's trade
Uh,
him in for Joe Burrow"? Well, I guess
I
probably.
mean, well, I mean, yeah. I'm just confused on why you think the Vikings wouldn't trade J.J. McCarthy for him,
I'm
a
not.
pick.
If the Bengals did that, they might as well just we can just relegate them to college football.
Probably.
Let's just go give this take.
I
We'll
mean,
take Georgia.
they handle the franchise as such. So why shouldn't they just be relegated to
True.
there already?
We
Like,
will trade. We will trade the Bengals for a mixture of Ohio State and Georgia. Just mix the two teams together and make them an NFL team.
but JJ, well, not JJ, Joe Burrow gets to team up with Justin. That's the JJ I was talking about. Justin Jefferson. Old
Okay.
college, one college teammate to another.
Yeah, but if you are willing to
I'm just
sacrifice your future and admit I was wrong, JJ McCarthy is ass. Which are people willing to do that? They paid Tua and Trevor Lawrence. I don't think we're gonna look up and be like, hey, let's. And Justin Fields was still
or he
hanging
just gonna
around.
have to.
What are we
So he just
saying?
gonna have to, or he just gonna have to start loving football again with the $100 million receivers that he has. Nobody, who, I
No,
mean, who far
but
was he?
also
He could have.
nobody told the franchise to never be able to draft a decent offensive lineman or
Yeah,
sign
well, that is
one.
true too. Like you
Like,
can't find one person that know
you
how to scout O
we
linemen.
can't get two O linemen to protect the left side at all. We're just gonna keep this up. But yeah, like, all right, we can move on from the Bengals shit but yeah, that the quarterback thing is getting weird, and we're gonna have to. I think going forward, we're gonna have to start having another conversation that branches off the one we were having before when it was, are we sure these quarterbacks are good? I think the conversation moving forward is like, can anybody actually be replaced? Or are we stuck with like, if the Eagles are like, we're done with Jalen Hurts, he sucks, what are you gonna do? Where's he gonna go? Are you gonna trade him for Tua? Are you gonna trade him? Like, what are you gonna give up three first round picks, four first round picks to swap him out with Joe Burrow, even though they make the same amount of money? Why would I do that if I'm the Bengals? I'm not giving, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want Jalen Hurts. I don't care if you're giving me 3 draft picks. Why would I take Jalen Hurts as a replacement? That means I
I don't know.
can't build a
Hey, they did some
team.
with they do what Jamar Chase. You went and got you paid these receivers that much shit and brought in a quarterback that ain't gonna throw it to him.
You thought
That'd
AJ
be
Brown was
weird as
mad.
shit.
What do you think Jamar Chase is going to start doing? It gets mad
What you think
now.
Higgins gonna do?
Yeah,
Bro,
true.
Jamar like Higgins, that boy, they'll do a walkout.
That's what, yeah. But like, that's where we just getting in a weird spot now with the quarterbacks. Everybody, people ran out there, like, crowned all these quarterbacks as the guy, and now you're just stuck with like the Colts. That's
Or
probably your
just the
best bet.
quarterback market.
You're the Colts. That would be the best if you're the
Oh,
Colts.
Dak.
Yeah, but like, I think that's the one. The Colts. If you're the Colts, I'm giving up 3 first rounds for Joe Burrow. That solves
Well, that's the
all
only
of
thing
our
that makes sense.
problems. Yeah, that solves every
We got
problem
a
we have.
young. All our receivers are young. Our Jonathan Taylor's not going nowhere. He's a lifelong coach.
The
O
offensive
line is
line,
O line is pretty young too. Offensive line is
if
not.
not, they're
That's
not
all.
old. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, defense is up and I mean, yeah, it's the only thing that makes y'all just traded for Sauce Gardner.
Uh huh. Oh, so
So it's like,
they don't have the picks to give up.
no, they don't.
So that's the problem. See, so even that.
They gave up 2 firsts for him. They first is
Yeah, you're
gone.
cooked. Yeah.
They gotta have him get released and they gotta sign him. That's the
Yeah. All right, let's go to the game that we really. Which one to you is more important? The most important. I feel like there's 2 games here that are pretty important. 3 kind of, but like 2 are the standouts. Which one do you want to break down a little bit?
Which one? I mean, which ones you? What's
Chargers, Chiefs, Bills, Patriots. All 12 o'clock games, by the way. These three games are in the 12 o'clock slot.
I guess. I mean, the Bills Patriots is the one I'm looking more forward to. If you want to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, it's. I think that's pretty easy. I think the winner of this game is the front runner to win the AFC. So I
Yeah,
mean, as much
I
as
can see that.
yeah, I mean, as much as people say Denver, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna trust Denver's offense in the playoffs. So I can't put. I think I trust the Patriots and Bills offense in the playoffs more than I would trust Denver. So I think this game has a.
You'll have to tell me if this is a hot take because this is the only way I can see this. I think the Patriots are just going to lose the first game they play. They're going to get. I think they're going to get spanked by whoever they play game
In the
one.
playoffs?
Yeah.
No, it's not a hot take. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they win. So it's just like
I would be very surprised if they won. Because right now you're saying we're playing the Bills again for a third time, or you're playing the Texans on a hot streak with C.J. Stroud, who's made a run kind of already.
I don't think the Texans' offense is going to be good in the playoffs either. I think Texans and the Denver offense is going to be the reason why they don't win a game in the playoffs.
Or you could still go up against the Chargers, who's basically a different version of the same team. Y'all got the same makeup of a team.
Team we saw in the playoffs that gave up a 28. Ain't that the one that gave up that lead against Jacksonville?
Yeah, but see that the problem with that is that's just bias towards we don't have information on the Patriots yet. So I can't say that they won't go in there and get 40.
But we do have information that a team that gave up a 28-point lead.
True. But we don't. But see that's the. But we also don't know that the Patriots won't walk into the game with the Texans and get blown out by 30. Which I can see.
Yeah. 30.
Yeah.
See, that's where it's just like I don't see Texas scoring 30 on any defense. That's the point.
Oh yeah, I mean. No. But the Patriots' defensive line isn't that great. So the one thing that the Texans are struggling with, they'll be all right.
Did they score 30 on us?
Who?
Chiefs.
The Texans?
I can't remember the score.
Fuck no, they didn't score 30. It was 20-17 or something. Yeah, 20-10.
Right. So why would you think they're gonna score 30 on the Patriots?
They scored 30 on the Jags. That's a good defense. They scored 40 on the Ravens, but that don't count.
I don't know.
That's no Lamar, so that doesn't count. That was the first game without Lamar.
Well, the Ravens seem how like to get scored on recently, so it don't really matter now. But no, Jags is a division game. We don't count that. Everybody knows division games is different.
And hold on, I just want to address something. C.J. Stroud did not play good. I don't know how that's a hot take, but I don't know.
I mean. If you play better than Mahomes in that week, you play good. It don't matter what your stat line.
So if you play better than the worst game Mahomes statistically has ever put up, you played good. Fuck no, man.
I listen. Hey, bro, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying.
15 for 31. How much do you have? 200 yards, 203.
Yeah,
that's good.
I've seen it. No, 50. What? 54. Wait, you said 15 for 31?
Yeah.
Oh, ain't that like a 48, 49%?
Yeah, somewhere around there,
yeah.
It was, yeah. But that's my thing of like, I heard somebody say, oh, C.J. Stroud was remarkable. The things he was doing in that game. It's like the old C.J. Stroud came back. And I was like, I'm listening to that shit. I started looking around like, hey, what game was you watching? The game where he just kept throwing the ball in the dirt because he was scared of a defensive line that hasn't been able to sack anybody, and he got sacked four times.
I was just getting just like rolling right and throwing a dig to Nico. Like, how do you not like? We say this every pod.
It's the same shit. Nico Collins was 4 for 121, but then we were like, oh, CJ Stroud was great. No, he just, if you give him enough time to throw it to Nico Collins, you're going to lose the game. If you don't, he is out there scared. He was scared to get hit. I don't, like, that was so crazy to me when I heard that. Like, bro, he's spooked. He don't know what he is just throwing, he's turned, bro, he did one where I think CJ, or Chris Jones came down the middle, and he did the turn away like no, I ain't even looking where I'm throwing. I'm just throw this shit in the ground, turn away like please don't hit me, don't hit me. The Kyler Murray, don't hit me, fuck. Whoa, Aaron Donald, hey, no, don't do that. I'm cool, bro. I ain't trying to. But yeah, that's that same shit. But like, I don't know, man. The Texans, I just think the Patriots are not a good they're not a really good team. This goes back to what we've been saying. It's been the theme of this whole year. Schedule wins. Yes, they beat the Bills. Yeah. They beat the Bills in the midst of the Bills being terrible. That was the beginning of the season. They was having a bad stretch. They beat the Bucks. That's the other good win. Who else do you count? Do you count Panthers as a good win? Week 4 Panthers, who are 0-4 probably, something like that. Bengals. I don't even think Burrow played, or maybe that was Burrow's first game back. Is that a good win?
I just feel like watching the Patriots this year, even watching the Texans, if they matched up in the playoffs, I still have more faith in the Patriots.
I don't.
It's just my eye test.
I don't.
I just feel like I feel like the Patriots are a better team.
We just watch, but I think to me the big problem is we watching Drake May operate basically in a situation where everything has always been kind of fine. So you have like what's the last close game? The Bengals game. I didn't watch that game, but like the Falcons game, I remember watching the Falcons game. They didn't win that. That was 24-23. They won. They didn't win that. The Falcons actively lost the game. Like Michael Penix was bad, and they lost the game in that stretch.
You could say that about a lot of the Broncos wins, though, and everybody could say that last year about a lot of the Chiefs wins and stuff.
But there's a difference between the team giving you a dub and you going and getting a win.
I mean,
it's just like the Eagles game. If it's 17-17 and you got the ball with 3 minutes left and you just throw a pick, I didn't go win that.
Like the ultimate giving a team, you want to go off that logic, the ultimate giving a team a game is the Falcons giving the Patriots that Super Bowl that year. But I ain't gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, choked it. Yeah, it was. We've been doing the same thing the whole game, and we get to this point where it's a tie game, it's a close game, and you just you choke. Like there's a difference between a clutch win and a choke, and if you choke, you lost more so than the other team won. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So because so basically. Mahomes 13 seconds was a clutch win.
Yeah.
Rather than a Josh Allen.
Yeah, because there was no breakdown. There's no choke. Like you went down and scored, we went down and scored at the end of the game. Yeah, there's no choke there. It's just you just got. There's a big difference between that and like we're up 2 scores and I fumble and throw a pick the last 2 drives.
So
like I choke.
You believe more in so. You would think Drake May would choke in the playoffs before Bo Nix? I think Bo Nix would probably do some bone.
I think they are equal. I've been saying I don't think either of those teams are good. I think they're both equally poised to do the exact same thing. It's just whoever gets the 1 seed gets to save the embarrassment for the second round.
Well,
and probably to a better team that we go, okay, I mean, look at...
If you feel that way, then whoever gets the 1 seed is going to get more embarrassed the second round.
No,
because you're the 1 seed, and now you got to play a better team.
No, I think
it's as good as you're supposed to be.
I think it's less embarrassing because of the potential of what the team you're playing just did. Because you're playing the lowest seed, so if you're playing a team that just upset another team, like in this scenario, right? Let's say Texans walk in right now. How it's set up, they're the 7th seed. They walk in to New England, smack them. Like I was just saying, it's 30-10. And they just smack them around, and we go, damn, that defense is scary. Like, look what they did to the Patriots. And then they walk into Denver and do it again. we're not gonna look at Denver like, oh.
That'd be an interesting matchup.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like,
It'd be two stale offenses against the 1 and 2 defense. Like,
yeah,
what is the score of that game? 6-3.
yeah, it'd be bad. But you see what I'm saying? If the Broncos get smacked by the Texans, we're not gonna say the Broncos weren't ready. Instead, we're gonna say, oh shit.
Team.
But no, I'm saying in the scenario where say the Texans walk into New England, smack them. Walk into Denver, whatever happens, we're not going to look at Denver and go, oh, they were terrible. We're going to be like, no, the Texans are on a heater. They're going crazy right now.
I wonder what's the record on the longest NFL game without having a single touchdown.
The whole game? What do you mean?
Well, as in
like the highest score?
Because you can't. It's just like. That game would be all field goals. Like I think they could go into overtime and not a touchdown being scored. Is it gonna be like
the lowest scoring NFL playoff game ever was a 5-0 victory for the Dallas Cowboys over the Detroit Lions in 1970. In the modern era, the Steelers versus Dolphins game in 2007 was 3-0.
That game might be 0-0 going into overtime.
Damn.
In the playoffs.
Oh, and then Pat's Rams.
Yeah, in the Super Bowl.
With Jared Goff, 13-3.
Yeah.
Talking about a game like that where it's the fourth quarter before somebody actually scores a touchdown.
It's 3-3. I've ever seen in my life.
Like, you go to the fourth quarter 3-3.
I would rather not have watched football that night.
Yeah, you know how mad like people were probably like we're Chiefs fans, but like you just had the shootout with the Rams. That was that season.
Yeah, I know that was the one where everybody wanted the rematch.
And then the D4 offsides gives you 3-3 in the fourth quarter.
I couldn't even drink. Like I was drinking during the Super Bowl. I was like, I can't even drink during the Super Bowl.
I can't even have fun.
Yeah, it's just a boring ass Super Bowl.
Bro, that's when Rams Bengals, I barely watched that shit. Like I don't even really know what happened in that Super Bowl because I was sick.
As soon as you said that, I was like, Rams Bengals. I forgot they even played in the Super Bowl.
Because once Pat threw that interception, I remember I slumped down in the chair in my couch. I sat there for like 15 minutes. I ain't scroll. I ain't do nothing. I just watched the TV, watched the post game shit. I got up, I got in my car, I drove around for like 10 minutes, then I stopped at the gas station, smoked me a cig, came back home, and then that was it. I was like, I don't care about no Super Bowl, nothing. I don't care about the next game.
I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Season we lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship. That's been it feels so long ago, just like.
But yeah, that's but that to speak on the shit being bad, but like
it's that. Well, I mean, to rewind back to the playoffs, it seemed like it's playing out to if Josh Allen don't do what he need to, this to hurt his legacy more than I've been saying this all week. This playoff run is gonna hurt Josh's make or break his legacy.
My conspiracy theory is that people are priming because it went from all the media shit went from if Josh Allen doesn't get it done this year, then he should feel bad, right? Like this is bad for him if he doesn't make it, if he can't beat Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence and Drake May. Like if you can't get it done with no Lamar, no Burrow, no nothing, if you can't make it to the Super Bowl, you at least gotta make it to the Super Bowl. I've seen a few now in the past few days has been more like, are we sure they're good? Are we sure the Bills are a good team? It's like, wait, why are we saying that now? Why are we saying one of the best teams in the league right now? Because if the Bills aren't a good team, then what are we? Are we only saying that the Patriots and Broncos are a good team? Like, what is it? What are we saying then?
I think we're all confused right now on what a good team is because motherfuckers is losing to everybody every week.
But I forgot the conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory is that we're setting up that people are setting up some narratives so that when we walk into the playoffs, that if Josh Allen does make it, we can have both the best of both worlds. we can say, look, he finally did it. And instead of
With
being
no
like,
help.
yeah, exactly. So it takes away from there's no Lamar, there's no Burrow, there's no Mahomes, there's no
Right. His
any.
team wasn't as good, so it don't
So
matter
it
if they
equals it.
wasn't in
It might
there.
as well be the same as if those guys were there because his team was so
Right.
bad. It was a
He was
bad
playing against
team.
the one. His team had to go to the number one defense and the
Yeah.
number two defense and all this. I get it, yeah.
And the team was so terrible. There's no talent whatsoever, even though James Cook is literally dragging the team to the fucking playoffs right now. Even with Josh Allen throwing 3 picks in a game, 2 fumbles in a game. Doesn't matter because James Cook's going for 150 and 2 touchdowns every game, damn near.
Then he just damn near break the record for most touchdowns. No, that wasn't this year. Was it last year? He had like 20 total
He was
touchdowns.
he
What
was
year was
up there
that?
last year too.
It's like one of those years. He just like dude had like crazy total touchdowns. I'm like, man, this dude scored every time he touched the ball.
But that's the thing of like we're gonna. That's why I feel like they're kind of setting that up right now. Of like, oh, are we sure they're even a good team? Yeah, we're. So who do you think wins Buffalo New England this weekend? Who you got?
Buffalo.
So even that. So if we just setting up. See, the other thing I think too is just imagine a world where the Chiefs still get into the playoffs. We got to do it. I know we're in mourning, so we have to hit the denial stage before we can get totally out of mourning
I would say
this
I've
season.
already been out of the playoff stage. I've been looking at drafts, playing. I'm already in draft mode. Like what the hell? We finally get a top 15 seed. I'm happy. A lot of people. I'm looking at who we could get. I'm like, oh man, we
Same.
got this talent on there. I'm about to be deep diving in college football.
Because the
again,
other
boy.
thing people don't think about too is that it's a top pick every round.
Right.
Yeah, like it ain't no more drafting for the next round in that round anymore. Like we actually get to fucking just draft normally. No more FAU shit, man.
The next best, the best available actually matters
Yeah.
with our picks. Like, oh, we could just get the best available at our position. Okay, cool. Like,
But so like yeah, if Chiefs get in, I feel okay going to New England. I'm not. It's not. It's not like we playing with how you got the Chiefs playing with house money against a team who's whole. Like this is it. Like y'all got to do something now.
I get the Chiefs getting in, and I see. I'm torn because I know if the Chiefs get in, that means we hide. People done fell off. People on a. That means everybody's on
The
a down
Chargers are
spiral, and we're on
gone.
an up spiral. And
Yep.
I don't want to do it because that means we just hit a hot streak, but that is not going to help us in the future.
But wouldn't it
Because then
be
we're gonna be
fun?
right back down. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, but we'll be right back in the same scenario next year, going through these roller coaster of emotions, saying what is wrong with the Chiefs, and back here
But
talking about this and that, and defense and that.
How about GM properly? Sign the right people, draft the right people, and we wouldn't have to worry about that. We wouldn't if
But
you
they
just
won't.
took more of a Bill
They
Belichick
did.
mindset, the Chiefs
Well, the
wouldn't be in
reason they
this scenario.
haven't is because we keep doing shit like this.
No, it's not. It's signing. It's holding on to the past. Why did we give? You didn't need to give Chris Jones the bag again. You could have signed 2-3 other defensive linemen instead of having Chris Jones. Don't you think a rotation? You could have signed an entire rotation of solid defensive players. Jadeveon Clowney is making under $10 million right now. You could have signed a few guys like that, drafted somebody, and fit
Or they could just
fit these roles better.
Jaladi is a decent guy.
Or why, like Travis Kelce retiring? Like why? Like these are things to me. That's the biggest problem is the holding on to the past more so than making just the wrong moves. The draft is we've done that a handful of times now. Like with the draft, we already know that's fucked up. If you watching this and you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back, look for a thumbnail with Brett Veach in it, and you'll see we've done this a handful of times going through those drafts. But like, if you can hit one more draft, if you can let go of some of this shit, maybe trade Chris Jones for some extra draft picks, especially
trade Chris Jones, yeah.
Travis
Trade
Kelce
Chris
retire. There's a few things here where we can look up and be like, hey, like We've got $50 million in salary cap, and you're still winning. Even if they don't make the playoffs this year, right? You get a top pick. You have a top half of the draft pick. Trade Chris Jones, maybe get a few draft picks back. Maybe it won't be the best first round pick, right? But it's something. Just trade him to the NFC though. Trade him to a team you're not gonna play in the next year or two.
Right.
Like just try to avoid that, right? You trade him, you do that, you get some picks, you add to this, you take that money and you don't spend it on a backup tackle. You don't spend all the leftover money on a backup tackle. Think about, they pushed $20 million into signing bonus on Mahomes and Chris Jones contracts and then spent it on somebody who hasn't been playing. And
wasn't that the Jalen Moore?
Yeah, Jalen Moore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so it's like, you can just avoid, we wouldn't be here if you just stop holding on to, hey, we got to keep the band together, keep the band together, keep the band together, keep the band together. That's cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Look where it got us. Look where it got y'all. 6-7 going into week 15, totally out of the playoffs. Like, play Wiley.
Yeah, please.
Play him.
Look, I gave him $2 million, whatever the hell y'all gave him.
It's the same thing I said. I was saying this earlier today of like, look what happened to Carson Steele. Carson Steele looked cool. Then he fumbled 2 games in a row. He's never played again. He basically has never played again since he fumbled 2 times early last year. And it's because keep the band together.
He's still on the roster?
Yes, they converted him to fullback and kept him on the roster. He don't play.
He's special teams only.
Yeah, that's it. He might not even be doing that. He might not even be playing special teams. I think that's where we've kind of gotten to a little bit here, where it's just like, guys, I don't know. I understand there's things that you see at practice we don't see, but if you telling me Carson Steele can't get 2 or 3 snaps when Kareem Hunt's getting 30 and there's no Pacheco and there's no backup, Carson Steele can't touch the ball at all. When Noah Gray dies on the field for 30 seconds and then doesn't play the next game, you tell me Jared Wiley can't get 4 or 5 targets, 3 targets, 2 targets, just 1 target in 2 games basically. Okay.
Yeah.
You telling me Ashton Gelati can only play a handful? Well, he's been playing now the last couple weeks, but we had to go through the whole season.
They ever say that before you feel like, we need some fresh bodies out here. You really think that, huh?
Like, bruh, it's so crazy. Like, this is more Mourning, people. I'm sorry, but this is more Mourning. I just had to throw some of that back in there because it's over with. They can make the playoffs, but it's like you said, do you want to make? Do you want to get in the playoffs and then lose to the Patriots?
And now we down a couple more draft picks, and now back to where we started. Nah, give us the higher draft. I'd rather miss the playoffs this year and get a higher draft pick so we can get something.
I don't know. I'm at the point that if to me it would just be funny if they did make it, because then it'd be funny because we still not gonna get what we looking for, which is like let's just rebuild.
Well, cause you know what it is, because I just don't. It's not gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny to us because we're not gonna take it as serious. But you know who is the trollers and media.
It's gonna be funny to watch them too, because I know you just mad. You just mad they still made it after all of that. They still made it. You was ready to say the Wicked Witch of the West is dead, and no, they not. They still made it, which to me would be the funniest outcome. No, the funniest outcome is they win the Super Bowl. That's the funniest outcome, because then it's like, how the fuck did this happen? Y'all suck. The league is suck, if that's the case.
Obviously, I know. Obviously, I do, but I can't stand some media outlets and media people because how fair weather they are week to week. I get that NFL is week to week, and you see, and your reaction is based on how they play week to week, but you can just tell what the Chiefs have. The Chiefs, I still believe in them. I don't think they're a playoff team. And then they beat another team. Oh, the Chiefs are back, and I believe in it. It's just like, dude, like, y'all are killing me with y'all. Just constant articles are going back and forth of how the Chiefs is good and not good. Like, just decide. Like, you can say they're good, and good teams cannot make the playoffs.
Yeah.
it's okay. Like you can
Yeah.
still put those two in the same sentence. Like I think they're a good team, but they just won't make the playoffs this year.
But
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
that's not entertaining
Like
enough. We have to try to just do some entertaining shit. Speaking of entertainment shit, I just want to say this on the pod, on the record, before we get out of here. It's time, miss or not, which you're gonna miss the playoffs. It's time to ask Andy Reid, how long do you plan on coaching? Because if it's not 10 more years, you should genuinely think about retiring so you don't put us in a situation where we gotta fire you.
I don't think they ever gonna fire him. It's gonna be like the I don't people like Andy Reid don't never get fired. It's always a mutual agreement.
But that's my point, is that like I think we're at the point now where you got to start looking at, you got to really start thinking Spags and Andy are not going to coach for 10, 11, 12 more years. If Pat plays for till he's played 20 years like Brady, which I don't think he will, if it's 15, 16, 17, that's still 10, 8, 9, 10 more years. So we can't get to 2029, 2030, and then Andy Reid's like, I'm out, guys. The ship is burning. Mahomes got maybe 2 or 3 good years left, and now it's time for me to ride off into the sunset and just let the Chiefs burn and crash and burn and just like, or whatever's happening at the moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what do you do? Like, are you going to retire 4 or 5 years from now? Mahomes is 34, 35, and now you're restarting?
How much time do they have left?
What do you mean?
How much time does Mahomes have left on his contract? Because I really don't think I don't think Mahomes re-signed after his contract's up.
So you're in the
Me personally think.
are you in the group of he might go to Dallas?
No, I think he retires. I don't think he plays after his 10-year contract. Is after that because he signed with like 3 more years left on his original contract, right?
Something like that, 2 or 3, yeah.
And then he signed a 10-year on top of that. I don't think he. I mean, I don't think he.
2033. But you can get out of it in 2032. You could get out of it in 2028. There's a potential out.
No, he's not. He's going to finish out his whole contract.
It'll only be $24 million dead on the cap.
2033 is what? How many more years? What? 7?
7. Really, 2032 is a void. Is like the void year.
29.
He would be 37 at 2032.
Yeah. See, I don't think he's playing till he's 40. I think at 37, regardless of what his career is like at that point, I think he retires.
Which to me also is the same thing. So, hey, Andy Reid, you're 67. Are you gonna coach till you're 75? Because that's what
Belichick did.
That's what we're saying. I don't think Bill Belichick is 75 right now, and that was
I thought he was in his 70s. Maybe I'm sure. Maybe
he is like 73 years old right now, and it's been 4 years, 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. So he coached till he was 70. That's my point with Andy Reid of like, hey man, like, what are we doing here? Spags, hey
well,
man.
No, I mean, I don't think Andy Reid needs to leave until we go get an OC that we trust. Because we already know the OC is going to take over. In the Chiefs' history, OCs take over as the head coaches.
I think
very seldomly we let the DC do it. The last time we did was Romeo Cornell, wasn't it? And that didn't happen. That didn't play out too.
You know what I'm hoping for? I hope that the Dolphins fire Mike McDaniel. You said that, and the more I keep thinking about it, the more I keep going like, I think that would be a great scenario. Because he can come in and be the OC, change the whole run game, add like whatever actual modern shit he's sprinkling.
McDaniels, we know if we got McDaniels, Andy Reid won't touch the offense. He will just let him have it. I think Andy Reid gets a lot of blame for the offensive play calling sure-handedly because you can tell it's old school, which is more Andy Reid. Yeah. I think he knows Matt Nagy can't game plan. Hence why he wasn't a good OC. Hence why he never was a good, head coach. Hence why he never was a good OC.
Yeah.
So That's why he got his hand dipped more in it. He needs to give it to a young, more revamped offensive mindset, which is McDaniel.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah,
So I mean,
but I don't think they're gonna fire him. That's the problem. I think they're gonna keep him. I don't know why, but I think they'll keep him.
so then my secondary one, I text you. Do we go get Cliff?
Cliff Kingsbury. What is he doing right now? He,
Can't tell you. Is he coaching?
yeah,
Don't know.
he's the Commanders' offensive coordinator right now.
Come be the Chiefs offensive coordinator.
Yes, like yeah, just
Even
come
better.
come make a lateral move. Yeah, but I don't think
Come
he
coach the guy you coached in college.
true. But I don't think he leaves. I think no, I don't think he leaves there unless he'll just stay. Because what's the point? What's the point of just making
The,
the lateral move? Now you're just in like the Eric Bieniemy
because
space of like you
well,
can't do nothing else.
as for is it got to be something underlying, as in like Andy Reid's retiring in 5 years. You be here for 5 years, and this is your head coaching job. Like
Yeah.
that's the ploy somebody's gonna have to get an OC like that. Like McDaniel's, Cliff, even if they bring back Eric Bieniemy, it's gonna be somewhere on the lines of Andy Reid only has this much more time,
But
and you could be the head coach
didn't
after.
Cliff Kingsbury wasn't he the head coach with Kyler Murray?
Yeah,
Okay.
down in Arizona.
Yep. Okay. That's what I was thinking. And they was terrible. Well, no, they wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
They went to the playoffs, and then they
yeah,
just
but he
went
also
eight
had
and eight.
Kyler Murray.
Then they just went 8-8 for every other season. Then they fired him.
Yeah, he also had
I
Kyler Murray
guess,
too.
yeah.
So
I think Mike
he also
McDaniels
had
is still the best. That's the
yeah,
best
Mike
one.
McDaniel definitely first. Obviously, there's probably more. Do you promote Kafka? I don't know much about Kafka. Do you promote him to be the OC?
I don't know. I want to know who is calling the fucking plays. That's what I want to
Somebody
know.
who I don't know. We got
Yeah,
so many.
that's what I just want to know. Who the fuck is
We
that?
know whoever is
Who's
doing it.
is it? Andy
And
Reid? Wait, what's going on, man?
whoever's doing is bad, and Andy Reid has the final say so because he got a headset. Whoever got a headset on, they on the offensive sideline. They all calling the plays because they all here. They all suck. Like if you're on the offensive side of the ball and you hear that shit coming through your headset and you ain't been like, hold on, what?
Yeah.
Then you suck. Like,
Bro,
I'm
did you see?
sorry.
Have you seen the clip of the film watchers guy? And he was basically like Andy Reid for 4 straight weeks called the same play in the exact same scenario every time. Like third and medium, he called the same play. Third and medium in the same part of the field, he called the same exact concept 4 weeks in a row.
Sounds all right.
And it's just that's the shit where it's like, hey guys, like what? Like I don't know if it's because you old. I don't know if it's because Matt Nagy kind of sucks and he's actually calling the plays. I don't know if Pat has too much responsibility or like say so and what gets called, what he likes gets called more often. But like that's why I think somebody like Mike McDaniel add some spice to the mix. But because right now I think that's one of the bigger problems too.
But we seen Andy Reid when he let other people call plays, and it didn't look like this. When Eric Bieniemy was there, we seen where he just let the shit happen.
True.
And Eric Bieniemy seemed like he let the shit slide, like he let them have fun, but at the same time they was,
But you know what's
on point
crazy too? With Airbnb, there was a lot. The running backs were a lot more involved.
with the Bears.
Same shit. Yeah, it was a lot of
The running backs are a lot more involved.
throwing out to the flat. We just getting them wheel
Screens,
routes.
Damian, real route screens, even like zone reads, like running backs.
Yeah,
And he has a certain type of running backs he like too. Like Kareem Hunt wouldn't be a running back in Airbnb system,
true. Yeah,
like because he just don't like those type of running backs. You got to be able to catch out the backfield and get busy a little bit.
yeah, and that
Like
worked. I guess like Jarek McKinnon, the Williams.
Damian Williams,
Yeah, both Williams. I forgot the other one's name.
Damian and Darian, when they both look
It was something like that.
something
Yeah,
like that.
I can't remember.
Deron and Damian, some crap like that.
But yeah, that shit. All right, enough reminiscing. That's it, guys. The playoffs is gonna get crazy. The playoffs is getting
we
crazy.
don't know too much to break down because you got what you got Packers Broncos.
Oh,
That's not really a
I can
big one,
still go through the rest.
but
Chiefs, Chargers, Packers, the Lions Rams game really matters. Sneaky,
yeah,
not
but we already both think the Rams winning that. So
yeah. What the Vikings Cowboys game
yeah,
can end up mattering, and that's Sunday night, but
the
I don't
Broncos.
see
I
that
mean, the
happening.
Cowboys got to win.
How
It only
why
matters if everybody lose.
why do the Cowboys have so many fucking primetime games?
Because the Cowboys.
Like they play like think about how disgusting Christmas Day is. 12 p.m. Cowboys Commanders.
Then we play.
Yeah, at the 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Who we play? Broncos though, right?
No, I think it's a nasty game too. No, it is the
Raiders.
Broncos. It has no Raiders is week 18.
Yeah, so it's the Broncos.
Yeah, actually, we played a night game. We played a
Yeah,
7 o'clock.
we
Okay.
went to this last week.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, like ugh. But that's nasty. Why the fuck the Cowboys keep having? They
So
suck.
they get all the holidays. They get Thanksgiving now. They get Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they say about us now too. We got Thanksgiving. And
Yeah, but we
Christmas.
actually been to Super
Never
Bowls
mind.
and played well for
Right.
multiple seasons in a row.
Well, 7 at least.
Well, yeah,
And actually more than that, but still.
yeah. That's beside the point. That gets into the Alex Smith conversation that
No.
how good is it
That's how you
good?
know the-
How good is good really? But that we're not doing that.
a lot of teams would rather have Alex Smith this year.
Like who? No, who? How
Oakland.
many? Okay,
Oakland.
that's the worst team in the league.
The Jets.
Yeah,
The Jets would rather have.
it's only 4 teams.
I think the Seahawks would be the exact same team if they had them.
They might be
the
a little better with Alex Smith. Peak Alex
Colts.
Smith, yeah. Colts would love to have Alex Smith right now. I don't know if they'd prefer him over Daniel Jones. How he was playing this year.
If Alex Smith could get hurt, he would be the one that the coach called right now, not Phillip Rivers.
Maybe that's very possible. I'm not sure if I don't know if this is a hot take. We can end this here too. I don't know if Alex Smith was ever playing as well as Daniel Jones played this year.
His contract year.
Yeah, maybe. No,
Yeah.
no,
Bro, yes.
no,
yes,
hell no.
yes.
Wait, hold on.
The
I need to
year
see
he
this.
ended up signing to the Commanders, the Redskins at the time.
Okay, maybe.
That's how he got that good
Because
contract.
Daniel Jones ain't
Yeah,
really
man.
been running the ball. So, okay, yeah. That's the difference. I have to investigate this a little more.
You talking to the Alex Smith expert, bro? He's like that year he was stupid. What do you mean?
But what's stupid though? It was like
It was
30. It's 30. Yeah, like it's 30 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. And we like he went crazy. He did Patrick Mahomes' worst year ever.
But before he got hurt, he also had the Commanders #1 in that division, like 6-0 or some shit like that too.
Fair. What year was that? Wait, let's figure it out. Let's look it up.
2018?
28. The year before he retired?
Dude, you talking about the year his first year it would be Patrick Mahomes' first year starting.
So 2018.
So, yeah.
And Daniel Jones this year. Why are we doing that?
Well, no. So you talking about Alex Smith's year as the Chiefs?
I'm saying I don't know if Alex Smith's best year is as good.
Oh, so that would have been 2017, 2018, because Patrick Mahomes' first year was 2018, right?
Yeah. So let me look.
So it'll be 2017. You can just Google Alex Smith and go to his last Chiefs year.
It was 2017. So let's put 2017 in this year. Let's see. Can I get where's the per game stats? Because that's not fair. 15 to 13 games.
We already had the one seed
Uh,
lock. Don't get that confused either, because Patrick Mahomes did play Week 18 that year.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Week 17.
This shit is very similar. This shit is very similar. So yeah, completion percentage 68% to 67.5 in favor of Daniel Jones. I'm gonna go percentages because they're not gonna quite add up. It's really close. Cause like, do I think Daniel Jones could have got 6 or 7 more touchdowns in 2 more games? Yeah, probably. Cause Alex Smith is 20. Okay, touchdown percentage is 5.1 to 4.9, which is like per throw.
Yeah.
So Alex Smith has him beat out just slightly. Interception is 1 to 2.1 percentage, but that's 5 interceptions to 8, which that's where it's rough for Daniel Jones. Quarterback rating is 104 to 100 in favor of Alex Smith. Sack rate 5 to 6 in favor of Daniel Jones. Like, all the shit is pretty much exactly the same. Like, that shit is crazy. Yards per completion is 11.9. Yards per attempt, 8. Like, it's pretty much the same. Daniel Jones has less rushing yards, but more touchdowns. 164 and 5 to 355 and 1. Okay, so Alex Smith's best year is Daniel Jones this year, basically, but just like less interceptions. Okay, hey, I will concede and say Alex Smith's best year ever was just barely, just slightly better than Daniel Jones this year. But Daniel Jones was killing, and they had the 1 seed, so that's, you know what I mean? That's.
We did. I think that year we had the 1 or 2 seed too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then you know what happens. I mean, we ain't got to say
lost.
it.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But Alex Smith. Once again, I win my Alex Smith debate.
It always makes it back to Alex Smith.
Oh man, I love winning Alex Smith debates for the day. Like you got it. You brings me joy.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna get Alex Smith on this mode one day.
Man, one day we will get him on. And I will ask him, what is good? What do you say is a good quarterback? Where do you draw the line at good? And then he's like, myself.
Use a player as your scale.
Yeah. Use yourself to scale like how good you think you are.
Right, it's like, who do we put? Bo Nix ahead of you, or like what do we do? Like
where do you rank yourself against Dak? Because to me, that's the one. All right, let's wrap it up, man. That's it. We're way off the rails. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and we're gonna see you next week, and we'll have some more of the playoffs figured out.
Peace.
And y'all, hey, I still feel bad for y'all not getting in the playoffs.
That's just sick.